Today we're going to show you how to prep your hair as Miss Maddie wants it done for competition. This is going to be the middle split low part. First, you got to make sure your dancer's hair is brushed through. Alright, once you're satisfied with it being brushed through, the first step is the mousse. So you take the mousse and you want to get it to the point that the hair is completely saturated. So you do a giant clump like that, and then you want to work it into the hair. So if I tilt her head towards it, you'll see her hair looks completely like it's wet, like she just got out of the shower when we went from dry. You want it completely damp like that. And this is where I take her hair and I get a comb and I make the part. So to find their part, I'm gonna turn it towards the camera, you wanna go from their nose, and you wanna find their nose and then go back up, and that's where the part should start. You split it. Doesn't always work on first try, so you just keep doing it. And always find that nose. Right. Oh gosh. Right. That looks straight. 1 second, let me look at you. And alright. Once you have your split, which I believe I have found it, you want to keep straightening it. Alright, so then from there, I'm going to turn her back to the side. Tilt her head back a little bit so I can take a look. If it's still not wet enough once you've parted it, you can add more mousse to it. You can always add more. It never hurts. But the smoother you get this bottom layer, the easier the whole hairstyle will be. So I'm going to add a little bit more. Alright, so then you can take a brush. So her hair got a little messy from trying to split it. So then you're going to take and create the first ponytail. You'll take this out so this one doesn't have to be perfect. You take a hair tie and you create the low ponytail. The low pony generally goes about to the base of the neck. So you create the first pony. And then you take your comb again. You can also take a boar bristle brush if you have one of them. I can't find my smaller one, but we just have this big one. And so you want to smooth this top layer. The smoother you make this layer, the smoother the rest of the layers will be and the less fighting you have to do with the next layer. So you can work it in sections. You can do this first section first. I use my hand as well just because it helps create a nice smooth layer even more. And then between layers, if you want to work it in sections, you take your blow dryer and you dry each section. And mousse. So we have that section, and then because she's got this hair here from her bang that's coming back, I'm going to add a little more mousse just to there, just to make sure it stays slicked back with the rest of her hair since she has the bangs. Get it around the ear. And we'll fix this too with the next few layers as well, so it won't move beyond this. Alright, so you get that one section, and now you have to repeat it for the whole section, for the whole rest of the head. got to do the back middle sections. So we have all the lumped hair here, which is what you want. You'll fix that with the next ponytail. All right, I'm going to add a little bit more just because it's dried out a little. So you put it here. I'm going to put some more back here just for the... And then I'll fix the sections. You want to slide them back. You want to make sure all these weird hairs are down here at the bottom where the ponytail is. All right, and when you're happy with that, I tend to, at this part, I want to pull down and just kind of hold where all those imperfections are. So when it dries how I want it to. So that is the first section of the hair. The next section is going to be the gel. I'm going to do the gel before I fix the imperfections, just because the gel creates a harder hold, so you don't have to like have the issue where you go to pull the ponytail out and then something else moves. So I'd rather have it all prepared and slipped away. So you can do it again in 3 sections. You can do 1, 2, 3. You can do it all at once. It just depends on your preference. And you want to use a lot of gel. You will go through a couple tubes of gel this season. This is where you pull things in. The kids do not like it when they go on their forehead. So you want to work it in, get it all along the edges here. You want to hold all the hairs in. This gel is going to do it. It's a thick layer of gel. It's how you get that slick helmet appearance. And it will not go anywhere for the whole entirety of the comp day. I always have paper towels on hand, or sometimes a towel. If you're in a hotel room, I don't recommend the hotel towels because I don't think they're very happy about that. All right, so clean extra gel off your hands, and then I take the brush again, and I'm slicking the gel into the hair, because if you just leave it on top, it's not really getting inside there. Slick it all back. So you go until you're happy, and then you smooth with your hands after. Just so you have that nice smooth appearance. Okay. And then I'm going to take and grab a paper towel and wipe off her forehead, because she'll be cranky if she's got gel on her ears and forehead and it dries, because it feels crunchy. At least that's what I assume it feels like. Okay, so then you see you have this slick look, and now we blow dry. Okay, so now the hair has started to get sort of hard here. It's not completely hard, but it's enough for our purposes. You see there's like, if you can see it, there's like this little hair that keeps popping up that I keep trying, and it's not going to stick. The hairspray section will cover that, so it won't come up again. once we get there. So now I'm just going to repeat it on all 3 sections again. Last section. So then this is where we're going to fix the ponytail before we go on to the hairspray section. So you pull that ponytail out, and then you're going to take the brush and you're just going to kind of comb these imperfections. The gel and stuff that's in here should still be kind of wet down where the corrections or the imperfections are. So you should still be able to slide through it. And then because gel's dried, it's pretty much kept the hair how you want it to look. So now we're just kind of fixing the ponytail. If your dancer does not have a hair piece that goes over, you need to be using a color hair tie that matches their color. I don't have one on hand right now for the video. And then you can just brush through their hair a little bit. Make sure all those pieces are down. And the hairspray will help fix any other imperfections, or you can go back in with the gel to fix any other issues you see until you're happy with it. Which I'm not going to redo. Alright, so then you have the imperfections cleared up. And now on to the last section, which is the hairspray. So this one, you're going to, again, like the theme of all the others, use a lot of product. You want to see the hairspray pool on their head. You don't want to just do that and call it good. You want to soak their hair with hairspray to keep it solid. Use your hand to smooth it. For this one, I don't do 3 separate sections before I hair dry. I just kind of soak the whole head. This should be the last step. It should be pretty much smooth at this point. I see little flyaways here. We'll just end up plucking them because they're the type of hairs that just won't go down. They're just those itty bitty little baby ones, so they'll get plucked out. If you tilt your head down, you see how wet I'm getting the hair. This is how you get a solid look. This way you're not having to do touch-ups between dances. If they have to pull stuff up over their head when they're changing, this shouldn't move. Their hair shouldn't move. Turn to the side. You want to get the back parts, especially if they have bangs like Ireland does, because you don't want any to fly there. Alright, once the hair is sufficiently coated and you're happy with how it looks slicked, then you have your final dry time. Alright, once it's all dry, it'll be nice and smooth. It won't be tacky anymore, and then it will harden even more as the day goes on. At some point during the day, you should be able to like run your fingers over it, and it feels super hard and unmovable. So that is what we do for getting a low pony slicked look. And then we'll do another video on the requirements, whether you have glitter in the hair or whether you have gems.